Oh, God. Well, this has got to bring us to the Prueism of the week. Prue, let her rip.
Well, this week's Prueism is called What Could Happen If You Got Everything for Nothing? Have you ever wondered what would happen if you got everything for free? You got ribbons for just showing up. Participation? Not really required. You got your happy stickers for your work, even though there were spelling mistakes galore. Wouldn't want to stifle your creativity or self-esteem. Heaven forbid on that. How many children graduated from high school, if they even got that far, and can't put two sentences together unless it's in texting format? Then there's university. How many attending are spending their first year getting caught up to the level that they should be for university level courses, and they're paying tuition for that, which they should have done in public school? Then there are those looking for the big buck jobs who don't have the experience or skill level for what they're asking. Meanwhile, the children have been indoctrinated throughout school to expect something for nothing. Can we truly blame them for that's what they've been taught, and their parents went along with it? Heaven forbid that their child should become upset that they didn't get what they wanted. What they get has no real meaning, as they didn't work for it. If they don't like what they have, they will just demand it. If they don't get what they want, then they'll pull a major temper tantrum to achieve the goals. The scary part is that they see no problem using violence to achieve these means. The perfect example is the Occupy Wall Streeters. Look at public housing. How long does it take for a building to go from brand new to being trashed? Those who are proponents of this model lack to see the bigger picture. They assume that people are going to be happy with the hand-me-downs when they want the bling. Keep them on track for being dependent on society, and soon you'll find them rejecting society for not giving them what they want. If you thought Greece was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet. And that's my Prueism for the week.
God, we're a horrible, horrible, horrible mess of a country in places, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah, and it's the same thing up here in Canada. You know, we've got there's the occupiers in Quebec that are protesting because their tuition's going to go up a little bit, and they pay the least amount. They don't realize that they're paying 17% of what their university cost is. The rest comes from the taxpayers and universities and colleges fundraising for stuff. You know, they just sit there and demand and expect it, and they will use the violence. If the violence is going to get them what they want, because we have too many politicians that, I like my phrase, lack balls, have allowed this to go on and not have stepped in. We got police chiefs, don't want to do this, don't want to do that. Well, I'm sorry, if we got to sit there and pack the jails, so what? You know, letting them do this, because if they do it one time, they're going to keep doing it over and over again, and it's just going to escalate.
And jail's cheaper than college anyway. Throw them all in there.
That's a great point.
You know, and they actually have to have showers, too. It's a bonus.
Well, and I've got to say, God, isn't it wonderful to have RGR and Bailey, who are such different people from that generation, and who are, you know, giving me hope for the future. Oh, I like you girls. Y'all are awesome.
Yay.
I like you too.
You know?
You're cool.
Oh,
But,
shucks.
You know, because they used to have a saying, you know, if you were under 30 and a conservative, you had no heart. If you were over 30 and a liberal, you had no mind. Well, thank you, RGR and Bailey, for proving them so wrong.
I have no heart. That is a complete and utter lie.
Did you just slander RGR?
No, I said because they disproved that. They have a heart. They have a heart for their country.
Sometimes I wonder if I have a heart, because I constantly find myself saying, God, I hate people.
I hate people. And I say it often.
She's my third daughter. Look at that.
But you have to realize that to feel what you feel, you have to have a heart to feel that.
That's true.
You look at how the left treats people, I really can't see them having a heart. Because they're doing them no favors. Because they get into the workforce and all of a sudden nobody's holding their hand, and you start demanding this and this from your boss. Your boss is going, adios, collect unemployment if you can. You know, they are not doing them any favors. They've got them so dependent on society, and that's the ultimate control factor.
Nope.
Well, and how loving is it to someone to tell them, yes, you can have whatever you want. I'll acquiesce to every whim that you have. I'll make your life completely unreal. And then I'll put you out into the world where no one thinks of you as my precious little angel and let the world crush your spirit.
Trust fund babies. They
Thank
cling
you.
on to mommy and daddy, and then mommy and daddy buy them a house because mommy and daddy are sick of being mommy and daddy. It's sickening. And then, unfortunately, it happens a lot around here. I don't even know how. It's nauseating.
Well, it's because we had the generation before mine went through really rough times, so they didn't want their children to have to suffer as much to be able to achieve their goals. It was for very much good intentions, but unfortunately you get enough generations down and we have today.
Right.
I can kind of understand why some people on the left, they might have a heart and they might think they're doing people favors by, throwing money at people and, saying, oh, we need to, have everything taxpayer funded because that way no one will be poor, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, I can
toilet
understand.
paper?
What's that?
Oh, yeah, I understand why they would think that, but then everyone's in line for toilet paper.
Well, right. No, I know what you're saying. And I'm just saying, like, I can understand that much, but they don't think past that, and they don't think of the implication that, oh, you can't do this on your own. You need somebody to support you. And so, I mean, I think they just need to do a little bit more investigating into that mindset rather than just accepting that, oh, we can just throw money at things and that'll fix it. Yeah.
See, they don't realize that there's unintended consequences. They didn't, unless you're going to look at a big picture and go, okay, this is a possibility. Okay, we need to just shift this a little bit, and then what the bad stuff won't happen, kind of thing. So, it's like the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. There's only so much time that you can bang your head before you start cracking it.
Well, and it's really sad when you're looking at this generation that has gotten everything given to them. They have no strength of character. They have never had this sort of adversity that shapes you and makes you different and better. They've never had the feeling of conquering anything that they've set out to conquer. It's sort of, oh, yes, I'm here at the buffet and I would like that, and that. And that's what they think life is. There's something beautiful about overcoming something in yourself or outside of yourself. There's something, rewarding in and of itself that doesn't depend on other people's opinion or other people's, praise of you, that you can feel good about yourself doing that. And this generation is being robbed of that left and right. The chance to be better people. This nation was settled by people who knew adversity and who overcame it. Could we do that now? Not with this raw material, I don't think.
And look at, like what percentage of people are illegally immigrating because they can't get through the front door. Well, there's obviously a reason why people want to be in America or Canada, because they have opportunity and they want to be able to use that. But now you're looking at, those in society that don't want that. Everything has to be mediocre. Why does anybody want to live in a mediocre country? That's boring.
Yep. It would be boring. And the best thing you could do is riot. Woo!
We're number 16.
Oh, now, would you like a pink ribbon or a green ribbon or a yellow ribbon or a blue one? Because, you don't have to participate. You just got to show up and go, I'm here. And voila, we have ribbons.
Oh, that's depressing.
That is
I
depressing.
know. It's just, having conversations with my son who's 28, and he's almost about ready to give up on mankind because we're that dumb. I'm sorry, but in a lot of cases we are.
Join the club.
You tell him about RGR and Bailey and how they're doing it right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, he knows. But it's when you see the other people, not the smart ones, but the other ones, it's depressing.
I don't know if everybody's necessarily dumb. I think they're just lazy.